Hey, I'm AF Branco, and this is Cartoons Etc. You can call me Tony if you want, but check this one out.
If you would have told me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, that I would be in the middle of a political movement, I would have said, put down Hunter's crack pipe. Right now. Right now.
I can't afford the groceries. I can't afford your gas. It's bad inflation across the nation. 81 million votes my ass. Hey, 81 million votes my ass. You failed to build back better. You middle fingered the middle class.
They've pissed off an already pissed off woman.
81 million votes my ass.
The crime was committed in broad daylight.
121st day of publicly transitioning.
I love it.
We're living on planet crazy.
Got a laptop full of China, hookers and blows and crack, and the diary's got Creepy Joe in the shower. 81 million votes my ass.
Hello.
81 million votes my ass. While Kamala tosses word salads that even cringe the Democrats. Waiting in the wings is a thing called Hillary. 81 million votes my ass. Hey, 81 million votes my ass.
And at first I chuckled. I said, oh my gosh, Hillary Clinton is actually talking about me? That's funny. And then I got to thinking, maybe that's not funny. Oh my gosh, help, help.
Hey!
And I just want you all to know, I'm in perfect health. We've recently had our automobile serviced and the tires are good and the brakes are in good order and I am not suicidal.
My red and white and blue is broken. 81 million votes my ass. 81 Joe, don't make me laugh. 2,000 mules got busy stuffing 45's ballots in the trash.
It is despicable what they did, and I will not let these bastards get away with it.
81 million votes my ass.
Our economy is strong as hell.
He had the swamp going after him, and he was still getting stuff done. And now we have stumbling, bumbling Joe. I miss the bull in the china shop. I miss the mean tweets. I miss Donald Trump. 81 million votes. My ass.
That's an awesome video. I'm going to bring in my friend Joe Dan Gorman to help me out, discuss some of the cartoons that I did this last week, some old cartoons too. And welcome your comments. Bring them in. We'll answer any questions you have. If you have a statement you'd like to make, we'd be glad to hear it. So, Joe Dan, hey, how are you?
Greetings. Just hanging out, having technical problems over here in Middle Tennessee today. Always fun. Always.
Oh, no. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Sorry to hear
Right as I'm getting ready to put out the new episode. It's like,
Oh, man.
So, but I'll complain about that later. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm a lot better than you right now.
Yeah, I was hoping to have the episode out before we came on tonight, but we'll get it. You know what? It'll be out when God wants it out.
There you go. There you
Yeah,
go. That's
yeah.
a great way to look at it. Yeah. So, anyway, we already got a comment. Steve, my favorite cartoonist. That's what I like to hear. What do you I'm gonna pull something up here that I saw this week. I wanted to get your comment on it. It's about the Fox News. The Fox News guy, one of the editors there, got fired. I don't know if you saw that.
No.
The wannabe dictator thing. I got to pull it up here because
the Chiron underneath the thing
yes.
on Fox
Yes.
News. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
the Chiron, they had wannabe dictator referring to Biden.
Yep.
Actually, he's done a pretty good job of becoming that dictator.
I just put it up. Yeah, he has. Today's Tucker Carlson program on Twitter, he went into this and really in depth that, if you want to, if you're a wannabe dictator, you would be doing all the things that Biden's doing, arresting your opponent. He had a litany of things that Biden is doing and his DOJ and his deep state. It's scary stuff, but I'm gonna bring this up a little bit more so people can see it. Yeah, this was on Tucker today. So
See, that was I was shocked when they said that actually was on the air, and so he's been fired.
he was fired, and Fox News has been apologizing all day, and of course, the mainstream media is going.
They are so worthless, and we're learning more and more. As their colors are exposed, that all these congressmen, those 20 congressmen that voted to protect Adam Schiff,
Mm-hmm.
the most disgusting, and especially that Thomas Massey.
Yeah, he's turning out to be a real piece of work, isn't he?
I'm telling you, like 6-8 months ago, he was one of my favorite congressmen up there. Now, just here recently, now he's a virulent Trump hater, and he's a DeSantis supporter. He's voted to raise the debt ceiling. He's voted with the Democrats, and then he's voted to protect Adam Schiff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, and then
we need an opposition. We need an opposition party. We need an opposition party.
This is a joke. This is a joke. And then he's like, well, you can't really fine them. It's unconstitutional. Shut up and fight.
Yeah.
If it's a gray area, let's go. Let's go with it and then figure it out later in court or whatever we have to do. But see, the Democrats, and I heard DC Drano make this point, they don't care if it's a gray area or not. They'll go for it, and then let's see if a judge throws it out.
Absolutely. You can tell that you can contrast how they're treating Biden's case with the bribery case against Ukraine and China and all the money he's getting in for his family. It's there. I mean, you don't have to really, it's not a far stretch that Biden is corrupt, but there's nothing in the media about it. Nothing.
No, it's a far stretch to say he's not corrupt. And nobody believes that nonsense. Everybody sees what's going on.
But they have to see that the media is corrupt too. Totally. You can't believe anything they say because it's all about protecting Democrats and Biden.
Oh, they're a power structure.
Right.
Well, they're all on the same. They're the same apparatus. They're like the same appendage.
Yep, they're all part of it. Absolutely. I thought we'd go over some of the cartoons. I think I touch on a couple of my cartoons. Touch on that. Jason, thanks for all your hard work in exposing the corruption that's destroying our great country and people. Amen, brother. Thanks, Jason. And then we got
Jason. You an officer?
He is. He is
all
an
right.
officer.
Well, thank you for your service, brother.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we know we have the good ones on our team.
Absolutely, we do. Two of you are very spot on. Thanks, Matt.
Stephen Cohen wrote, did you see the court sketch of Trump? Did you see it?
No, did you see the court sketch of Trump? Looks like a combo of Tarzan and Superman. He must be a Trump guy. Yeah, usually they try to just make him look gross. I've seen
fat and slob and orange,
sweaty. Yeah, Jennifer, mega, right on, Jennifer. Thank you. I'm gonna pull up some of the cartoons here, and we can kind of talk about those.
We do that every week.
Yeah. What's that? Yeah.
It's
same
cartoonist or something.
Yeah, I try to be.
Former police officer. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm a former sane person.
Yeah. Yeah, Jason, I really appreciate it. I read some of your comments in your mail, your messages on LinkedIn. I appreciate it.
Well, Matt Hawkins, thank you. He's Matt. Do you see his comment there? He says the two of us are always spot on.
Yeah,
Well,
thank
one
you,
of
Matt.
us is anyway. I'm not going to point any
Well,
fingers.
Joe Dan's all I could get at last minute. So,
Oh, you can feel the love, can't you?
oh my goodness, here we go. Here I'm going to bring this up here. Let me share this.
What do you? Oh.
There we go. This one I did earlier. Biden standing behind a wall. Comer's trying to get to all this information. The FBI's blocking him.
Yeah, and that was another line of propaganda BS. Walls don't work. What the hell? And cash for clunkers. Look at the crap they've tried to sell us.
It's
I mean, they
endless.
think we're just morons, man.
Yeah, the whole COVID thing was a lie. They're coming out more and more about the Wuhan and all that they covered it up. It's endless with these people. They are a cabal. They are a deep state, and they're run by the Democrats and the left. I don't know how, a lot of people are just sleeping while they did it. But, communists and Marxists, they gravitate to those type of positions in government. They love government. Government is just everything to them. It's their religion. But we'll go through some of these.
Well, I wish, speaking of the FBI real quick, I wish I had pulled I was going to have more clips, and it's my fault, guys, because I had some technical issues. But that one clip, I don't know if you saw it, where the FBI guy just will not answer anything.
Yeah,
I think it was Josh Hawley was one of the guys questioning him, and it's like, what the heck?
Yeah, he would not. He would not, and that's the whole thing. It's rotten right down, and they say it's rotten down 3 or 4 levels. You have the good guys on the street, or the good guys that are out on the field, but the administration, when you get like that, when you get that bad, what they do is they just hire people that are like-minded, and that's the same with the IRS. It's the same with the EPA. All these organizations, when they hire, they make sure that those people think like they do. And then pretty soon you just have a Marxist organization.
Yeah, they don't think. They obey.
No,
they obey. They will do whatever you tell them to do.
That's right.
You know what? There was something. Is that today's cartoon?
No, that was a few days ago, a couple days ago.
It could have been today. It came out today that remember a few weeks ago we were talking about that Sequoia Capital, the Chinese venture capitalist firm. And you know what? Those companies, those corporations that are venture capitalists, most people don't even know what the hell that means.
Yeah.
And I'm no expert on it, but I know that that they're awful crooked.
Yeah.
But it's that Sequoia Capital who's funding Elon, but they've also been taking our pensions and our tax dollars and funding the freaking Chinese military.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That does not surprise me.
It's like, what the hell, man? And how much more blatant can you get?
Yeah,
I guess they're going to Biden will do a primetime speech where he gets on camera and actually wipes his ass with the Constitution or something.
Yeah. Basically, that's what he's doing. And
I'm sorry, that was not a very pretty picture.
But this ESG thing, did you see where Tesla got a lower point than a cigarette company?
That's BS, man. And that ESG, what stands for environmental social governance.
Yeah. Tesla got a lower one.
Wait a minute. Break that down. Environmental social governance.
Yeah.
What's that have to do with selling beer or Pepsi Cola or fried chicken?
Or cigarettes.
Or cigarettes.
Yeah. They got 84. Philip Morris got 84 points. and I think Tesla got 32 because a few months ago they fired a transgender person because he was doing a rotten job. Like
See, I
Elon
think
even cares about what you are. He doesn't care what you are as long as you're doing a good job. That's basically he hires on merit. But because of that, they dropped him down to 32 points. It's
well,
crazy.
I'll just go ahead and announce right now that I will not hire a tranny. I don't want no dude wearing a dress working around me, not let alone working with me.
Well, that means that you have a .003 minus score. You
Well,
have no, you have a minus 20 score.
yeah, well, they've been force feeding this crap on us.
Oh, absolutely.
And I mean, like your TVs anymore. Like I've got a an Amazon Fire or some TV. Anyway, they come all these ads for all the shows. Everything's just dark and perverted.
Right.
Demon Night, Sex Night, Demon Sex Night.
Oh, yeah.
All it is.
What opened this up was Obama started opening up this transformation stuff to where now it's no holds barred. They're just going for it while they can, I guess, in case.
Everything's. But you know what? I mean, I've been thinking about this. Their plan. We have to come together more because they've played us. It's only been in the last 20 years. Let me back up. Their plan, this big, with all the racial stuff and the climate stuff and all the different things to divide us.
Yeah.
That's the whole plan. Divide and conquer. And it's happening. I mean, it's that simple thing that we've heard all our life, divide and conquer. That's exactly what they're doing.
Isn't it funny that the very country with the very people that defeated Nazism and communism is the very people they're trying to destroy in this country? Isn't that's just crazy?
Well, they're the enemy. They are told you. I mean, if they were communist Chinese by nationality up there, they would not be doing anything different, would they?
I doubt it. On this cartoon, what I was trying to say here is our debt is way out of control. It's actually burning up our money, and now it's burning up our country. And it's the uniparty, which is the Democrats and the Republicans, not all Republicans, but it's it's all of the Democrats and quite a few Republicans that are just wasting our money. Like Tucker had said the other day, if you go 500 miles out into the middle of the country, you'll notice that all this trillions of dollars they're spending on infrastructure isn't going to our roads. Our roads
it's
are
crap.
horrible.
I've driven several times across country over here recently. It's a joke. I mean, especially the more liberal the state,
Yeah.
the higher the taxes, the worse the roads. Illinois, oh my gosh.
California's horrible. I remember when Reagan was there, pristine highways, pristine. And we had a budget surplus, and the roads were great. As soon as Democrats took over and ruled that, we have horrible, horrible highways. I mean, I'm not from California anymore, but
No, you're
and we
always
have
from
deficits.
California.
Yeah.
You'll always be from California.
What's that?
You'll always be from California.
I'll always be from California.
Yeah.
But yeah, right. I'm not in California anymore.
Yeah, I
I'm a
wouldn't claim it
refugee.
either. Yeah, I don't claim this planet anymore.
I'm a refugee from
Yeah,
California.
I'm an intergalactic refugee. Where's the Stargate?
Steve, how about Soros' son being more political than his daddy?
That's a dangerous little SOB right there.
Oh, yeah.
Because he didn't earn this money.
No,
And he's just a little power hungry.
actually, Soros didn't earn it either, but
No. Well,
he stole it. So
Soros being a Jewish man himself, helping the Nazis get the Jews.
yeah, oh yeah,
What the hell?
I know. But you
Yeah,
can't
but-
criticize. Every time you criticize Soros, you're anti-Semitic, and I learned that from a cartoon I posted of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ADL came after me. Came after it was on Fox too when I was doing a lot of cartoons for Fox at that time. They came after Fox News. Fox News just about canceled me over it.
Fox
And
News has gotten so weak,
oh,
man.
they are.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And then I saw, a lot of people say, "Well, I like Jesse Waters. I like Waters World." He had, who was that? He had on there, not Lindsey Graham. Oh shoot, brain fart. Sorry. He just had somebody on it. And I was like stunned. He didn't even ask him. Bill Barr. He had
Oh,
Bill Barr on his show, and
yeah.
they're just sitting there yucking it up.
I,
Oh.
I, I think all those guys, all those anchors, Laura Ingraham, Sean Hannity, Waters, they're skirting on the edge all the time, and they don't want to lose their job, I guess, so they're not willing to come right out and say a lot of things.
But did you hear what Jack Posobiec reported this afternoon through Human Events? Um, the night Trump was indicted, he called in to Fox News for the 8 o'clock show. They wouldn't let him on the air.
Really?
Fox News would not let him on the air.
How are people still watching that channel? I
People
don't
need to
watch it.
turn that crap
I
off.
don't watch it. I haven't even watched Fox News in weeks since they fired Tucker.
No.
And I barely watched it. The only thing I really watched on that was Tucker. So, and maybe the TV got left on for a little bit for Hannity, but I wasn't watching it very much because Hannity really started to bother me,
He's
interrupting
been bothering
people.
me for a long time.
Yeah.
Here it is. From Jack Posobiec. Human Events has learned that President Trump attempted to call into Fox News in the 8 p.m. block on the night of his arraignment in Miami on his way to Bedminster. The request was denied by Fox.
Yeah, those guys, they're so adamant in getting rid of Trump. They don't want anything in there that makes him look good at all. Did you see Paul Ryan on there basically just sticking his finger at the whole Republican base back actually and MAGA? Yeah,
Paul Ryan
disgusting.
is disgusting. Well, we got a lot of work in front of us.
Oh
A
yeah,
lot of work in front of us, and failure is not an option.
no,
I got
no,
a beautiful son and grandson, and a daughter-in-law, and I mean, I'm fine for them.
yeah,
I'm fine for them, man. We got to fight for the kids. But you know what? I feel with all the insanity, I am actually feeling pretty upbeat.
yeah,
Because more and more, I mean, you can't fix something if you don't see the problem. And we're
absolutely.
seeing so much of it, and it is so deep, so deep.
Well, that's
Yeah,
just like an alcoholic or a drug. If he doesn't think he has a problem, he's never going to fix it. First stage of alcoholism or to fix it is to address the fact that you have a problem.
well, actually, the first stage is to get drunk.
Well,
The second stage
I'm
is
talking about
to
after that.
realize you have the problem.
Yeah.
Minneapolis City Council filed here to be a candidate. That a lot. I noticed that a lot of your Minnesota tunes work nationally
They
easily.
do. They do. In fact, what I do for Minnesota, they asked me to do a cartoon for them every week. So what I do is I go on their website, Alpha Media or alphanews.org, I think it is. And I go on their website and read their local news, and I try to find an issue that's burning up in Minnesota that relates to the rest of the country. And I come up with a cartoon because you could apply this particular cartoon to any state or any blue state.
You
And
know what?
Minnesota's just gone the way of California. So
Absolutely, and even more than that, the same problems each city, each state's having. They're having the same problems over in Europe. They're having the same problems in Germany and in France. And they're just overloading the system. And it's the entirety of Western civilization.
That's a Saul Alinsky thing. That's a Cloward and Piven thing. Overload the system so it falls, and then you can rule over the ashes and build it back the way you want it.
Well,
Basically.
Aaron Riley, you're welcome. Thank you. You've kept my you keep we keep each other's sanity intact.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm telling you, well, with all the pounding of propaganda that we get, sometimes you got to take a break. Sometimes you're just gonna say, you know what, I'm checking out. I'll be back, and go do your thing. Go do your thing.
Well, one of the things that, just like Aaron said here, one of the things that I like about what I'm doing, and you probably feel the same way, is I feel like what I'm doing is letting people know they're not alone. They may be in their house looking on their internet, and they may be surrounded by friends that are lean left, but they look at one of my cartoons or one of your videos, they know that they're not alone, and there's more of us than there are of them. And people, it's hard to feel
more.
that. It's hard to feel that sometimes, but it's the truth.
But the enemy has all the corporate microphones.
Absolutely.
And they create these illusions.
Yep.
That they're not really lying.
And that's part of the strategy too, is to make you disillusioned and make you feel like you're some oddball when actually you're the mainstream.
Yeah, we got to stay mentally strong.
Yeah.
It's important to stay mentally strong. Trump 2024. Yeah, told you get out of the road.
Roadkill. That would have been a good name.
Roadkill. That's a great name for that one.
Right. No, this is a lot of times cartoons are what I feel and how I feel about any given situation. And this is the way I felt. Department of Weaponized Justice. And Biden is trying to jail and remove his opposition just like a third world banana republic. And I put this little banana and hammer sickle to show that it's a banana republic symbol.
Oh, that's perfect. A banana and a what? What is that? A banana and a what?
And a hammer.
Oh, something. You better keep your eye out for a Pelosi when you have a banana and a hammer.
Yeah.
The witch finder general.
Oops.
That was a cool tune. Yeah, hey, that's characteristically dark.
Yeah,
for a Branco tune.
A takeoff of the movie The Witchfinder with Vincent Price, I think it was.
Yeah, I mean, we know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Biden 24.
Yeah.
Button.
Yeah. For sure. And this is what he did to the flag on the White House lawn. This really upset me. When I saw that, I just said, it's not him. He doesn't know what he's doing. It's the Obama administration. It's the leftists who could care less about this country.
But seriously, in China pulling the strings. Can you imagine anybody easier to blackmail than Hunter Biden? This guy's a freaking moron.
Oh yeah. And then
and his dad's always been a moron.
Oh,
he got busted plagiarizing all his life, and there's one interview where he says, "Well, I'm glad you think I'm honest."
Yeah.
What?
He's been known as the village idiot of Congress for a long time. And then they stick him as president.
Oh my gosh, and now he's up there at 16.
But they pretty much have evidence that he was paid off $5 million. And they have videotapes, and they have evidence, they have testimonies, yet the FBI is holding on to it for dear life. And the media isn't even talking about it in the least. That tells you just how corrupt the media is and how corrupt the FBI is and the DOJ. Just, it's insane.
Yeah, I mean the videos of him threatening to fire that dude.
Yeah.
That's all you needed.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, well, it's like we don't really need any more evidence.
Yeah.
We need a courtroom that's going to treat us fairly. It's what we need. And
Right.
it ain't in D.C. Did you hear D.C. was bragging? I mean, that they had a 99% conviction rate in D.C. That's that's like Saddam Hussein bragging because he got 99% of the vote.
I know it. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I bet you Biden would get 99% of the vote in DC too.
That's not the own you think it is.
For sure. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think that Biden is he's compromised. He's compromised with the Chinese. That's why there's balloons floating all over the place.
Unfortunately, there's a bunch of McConnell's compromised, Schumer's compromised.
Yeah,
and
Chinese
just go
money.
down the list. Go down the list.
Chinese money.
And I tell you, I'm not happy with that Kevin McCarthy. I was never a fan of his anyway.
Yeah.
What's he accomplished? They couldn't even censure Adam Schiff.
They're good at coming out and talking. They're good at saying a lot of stuff. They come out and sound like really hard-nosed conservative, we're going to fight this. And then when it comes down to doing something, like getting rid of Schiff or penalizing Schiff, they just wilt.
No, they're disgusting. And that's all. The only reason Fox News exists is for the deep state Republicans to have a camera to go sit in front of.
There you go. That's a good
analogy.
analogy.
I mean, look at these guys in the House. Boy, they getting all kinds of FaceTime on Fox News.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We have a commercial that we'd like to show. We show it every video. So.
You know what?
Yeah.
Instead of that, we got that Max Evans video. That's pretty daggone good about Trump. It starts out with Tucker.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Max Evans does incredible stuff.
Yeah, we can do that one.
And it's a little over 2 minutes, I think, but it's really good. He does stuff with the War Room.
Yeah.
So, it's good stuff.
Well, let's play that one.
Go for it.
You're trying to take Trump out before you can vote for him. And that should upset you more than anything that's happened in American politics in your lifetime.
What is detailed in this indictment is completely indefensible on top of a conviction around rape charges that just happened out of the state of New York, and we don't even know what's happening in Georgia yet.
Natalie has said she's got sources inside that said a lot of the mainstream media reporters and people that were in there were smirking at President Trump, mocking him and laughing at him. How does that set with you, sir?
They mock and make fun of a guy that's given his whole life. Trump doesn't need to do this. It pisses me off that they just so casually mock him and laugh and kind of point the finger at us like, you guys are idiots. No, we're the educated ones. We're the ones who can defend our point and our position.
So do what you want. Indict him 5 more times, man. Come on, line up and indict him. We still voting for him. We still sending him money. He's still 61%.
Former President Trump's support appears to be growing. Trump has 61% support. That's up 3% from April. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis in second place, way behind with 23%.
Trump will never quit. He will never quit. Why would he quit? He loves America. And so now it's time to take our country back, get rid of all those rhinos that are in the Senate and the House, dismantle and defund the DOJ, FBI, all of them, and start fresh with real MAGA people.
The Democrats and rhinos are on in cahoot together to get Donald Trump out. They figure if they get Jesus out of church, nobody's gonna go to church. You have something that's coming. He is our savior in the political arena. Donald Trump is our guy, our president, and we're gonna be here supporting him because he put his neck out to save America.
They understand this. No matter where you go, they understand the facts. They understand the details. They can't be spun. He truly has united an America. And if you look at, these are working class and middle class people from every different part of the country, every different region. And it's stunning. And today in Miami, I think it showed It really was MAGA Pride Day. Your thoughts?
You know what? We're sick of it. We're done with it. We're not going to take it anymore. And in particular, to the fake news propaganda media out here, we're not buying your lies anymore. That's where you, Steve, come in. The thanks that we get from people across this country who say, you opened my eyes, you're educating us, unlike the propaganda media.
This day will go down in infamy, and Joe Biden will forever be remembered as not only the most corrupt president in the history of our country, but perhaps the president who, together with a band of explosives, thugs, misfits, and Marxists, tried to destroy American democracy. But they will fail, and we will win bigger and better than ever before.
Are there tapes that you accepted bribes, President Biden? Is that true?
Boy, Max does some good stuff. Man.
Oh man, that's
he
a good
really
video.
does. He does some power videos. I feature him on Frog Legs quite often.
Yeah. Yeah. How's your video coming?
It's like right there, done. And then I get this problem, this technical issue that jumped on my screen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you kidding me? See, in 2018. I had to buy a new computer. And so I'm like, I'll spend extra because I want to get one that I can't outgrow. Mm-hmm. You know, I want one that I can just keep building on and that will stay with me. So I spent the most money I could to take care of this. And with what I do, I have to use Mac products. Mm-hmm. And it was supposed to last me like 10 years. Here I am 5 years into it, and I got to buy a new computer. So at least this time, I'm not going to spend that kind of money because I was foolish, I guess, to think I could have some technology to last 10 years.
Yeah.
But it's just designed obsolescence. You know, they don't want you to have something that lasts because they want you to come back.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm probably disappointed if I had my computer too long. I think it's about ready to go, probably. I hope, keep my fingers crossed.
Yeah, well, I just need to get through this episode. It's all but done. Just the last little pieces. So anyway, we got some comments.
Yeah, we probably should read a couple. We got a couple over on Rumble. When you mentioned something about your insane comment, is overrated or sanity is truly overrated. Far more fun to be a bit off. Yeah, that's for sure. You can tell by my cartoons.
Yeah, we're always so serious.
If I wasn't a bit off, I wouldn't be able to come up with anything. Biden buttons should read bribing 2024. That's the truth. That's the truth.
Or bribed. He's not bribing.
Yeah, bribing. Yeah, for sure.
Well, he's a target, though. It's stunning how. I heard, and then was that Grace chick, Nancy Grace or something, mm-hmm. Nancy Mace, or, she's been, she's made me mad in the past, but she's one of the few stepping up now, and she was on one of the with Nora O'Donnell on NBC.
Yeah.
And just explaining what was going on and the discrepancy. And man, I'll tell you the nastiness from the left media. Mm. They don't want to hear that Hillary Clinton did worse. They don't care about Pence and Biden and all these other people.
It's like every time
hear about the Presidential Records Act.
It's like every time every time you mention Biden's corruption or Hillary's corruption, they just go la 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 la.
That was one of the things that Nancy Mace, whatever her name is, she pointed out. She said every time there's a new revelation about a Biden crime, Trump gets indicted.
Yeah, and that's what happened, isn't it? Yeah. And what they're accusing, it's not quite that bad, but they're trying to say the things that Trump did or they say he did pale in comparison to what Hillary actually did, smashing phones, putting classified information in her bathroom, Biden taking millions of dollars from China and Ukraine. And it just goes on and on. But anytime you try to compare it, they just, again, la, la. So anyway,
it's so ridiculous. It's like, Okay, I'm gonna take this guitar pick and I'm gonna put it right here on my forehead, and it's gonna keep me from blowing up.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I didn't blow up. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, I did this cartoon a while back ago with all these Trump when the Trump files first started, and the real smoking gun here is my take on it is the FBI itself, the cover-ups, the emphasizing and going after Trump and making some of the stuff that they're accusing him of is actually not. It's almost fabricated. It's almost at a fabricated level.
They took an overdue library book, basically, and they created 37 counts.
Yeah, of armed robbery.
Okay, he licked his finger when he turned this page and we see a moist spot. Oh
Absolutely.
no.
Absolutely. Jaywalking, you know. They turned a overdue library book into grand larceny.
Oh my gosh. But you know, everybody sees it.
Oh, I know.
You cannot look at the coverage and even
but that's just
remotely think it's fair.
That's just it, Joe Dan. A lot of them aren't because CNN, MSNBC, and all these other networks aren't showing any of it. There's nothing on Biden's corruption.
Yeah,
Hardly
but you know
anything.
what? The key there, nobody's watching their asses.
Not too many.
People have tuned out. I love this cartoon here.
Yeah.
I use this in the new episode.
Oh, good.
Because, and it reminds me of how much Trump has sacrificed for all of us. And there's no way I could abandon this man.
No.
There's no way in hell I could abandon this man after all he's been through, all the crap he's been put through by these communists.
Yeah. We need to do something about it. If we don't, we're going to lose our country. It's on the verge of being gone. I mean,
we are on the verge. Yeah, but you know what? The good thing, we have a lot of smart people, and as we've said before, just because you don't see what's going on, inaction does not mean. Silence does not mean inaction. Just because you don't see stuff going on. But there's a lot of bombshells coming out, like Michael Lindell. And what a patriot that guy is! What a total patriot he is.
Yeah, watch War Room, everybody. Find War Room and watch it. It's an activist It's an activist news site. It not only informs you on what's actually going on that the media isn't telling you about, but it actually gives you some tools to work with to play an active role in getting your country back.
Absolutely, and that's one of the things that we've laughed about is, if you're used to watching, Fox and Friends, you turn over to Bannon, it's going to be a culture shock.
Fox and Friends.
Everybody's been conditioned that news is supposed to look and feel a certain way. And Bannon, you turn on Bannon, his hair sticking up all over his head. He just got out of bed or bringing the coffee. He's a honey badger, man.
Oh, yeah. You go over to Fox and Friends. It was now today's favorite recipe.
But the thing about Bannon, man, the dude is brilliant. I did not realize how smart the guy was.
Yeah.
Before I started following the show. He's so well read. He can talk about anything.
Oh, he is an intellect. He doesn't look like it. He looks like he just came from a homeless camp. But man, the guy is brilliant. I am more impressed with him every day. Just off the top of his head stuff,
Oh yeah. Well, Albert Einstein was no Rhett Butler.
No.
but no, Bannon, I'm telling you,
articulate.
It's and he can read a book in no time.
Yeah.
And and I'm embarrassed to say that it takes me a while. I'll start books, I get squirrel. But the book I'm reading right now, it's called "I Don't Have Enough Faith to Be an Atheist."
Oh,
and it is really good. It is really good.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize the guy, the authors of this book, they take such pains into explaining how they reach their conclusion about the different schools of logic. I didn't even know there was more than one school of logic. I didn't even know there was a school of logic. But you have Eastern logic and you have Western logic. Anyway, it's a really good book. It's a really good book. I don't have enough faith to be an atheist.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Teflon Don from Rambo. This stiff is nothing but... Yeah. I mean, the main thing we have to watch out for people cheating. He says they're handing Trump the election in 24. But we know they're cheating.
Yeah.
They would not be winning if they weren't cheating. They would not be where they are if they hadn't stolen.
Oh.
So we have to make sure they don't steal it again. Now we know it. And we can't let them steal it again.
81 votes my ass.
81 million votes my ass. Yeah. Let's see. What else we got? Jason says it's a chess game by the deep state to destroy our great country.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a chess game with like what's that? Molotov cocktails. A flaming chessboard.
Yeah. I just pulled this old cartoon up with Pelosi. Trump voters are a threat to our democracy. And then it translates. There's a translator here, a left-wing translator. So what's really coming out is democracy is a threat to the Democrat Party.
Yeah, they never say what their version of democracy is.
No.
Oh, there it is. The bananas again. The banana splits. Look at the rhino in the corner. I see.
That's a good point. They have been pounding this word democracy. It is almost if you have replaced democracy with tyranny or with the Democrat Party, because nothing that they're doing right now as far as Trump goes is anything like democracy. They're banana republic stuff, trying to move him out so that they're not interested in democracy. And it's provable by how they're treating Trump right now.
Well, but as Benjamin Franklin said, we're not a democracy.
No,
we're a republic if we can keep it.
Absolutely. But they're crapping all over the Constitution right now. So
you don't ever hear them talking about the republic.
No,
not in any specific details or anything like that.
The only time you hear the word republic or constitutional representative republic is when a Democrat says democracy. I hear a few conservatives always go, wait a minute, we're a republic. But that's not very often in the discussion.
No, because they keep saying the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And you keep saying the wrong thing over and over and over, then most people start believing the wrong thing.
Yep. Yeah, and that's what Democrats are really good with the media. They hammer on something like, you're against immigration, you're against immigration, you're against immigration. No, illegal immigration. But they do that with everything.
Oh, I love that Hillary server.
Yeah.
With the toilet paper roll. That was one of the things that that Nancy Mace brought up to that Nora O'Donnell. And about, well, Hillary had her server in the bathroom. Well, we're not talking about Hillary.
No, we don't want to talk about her. We're talking about Trump.
And then, but the funny part, at the end of that interview, Nancy Mace was just hammering her. Bam, bam, bam. Then Nora acted like she couldn't hear her. I'm sorry, we're having audio difficulties. We'll have to have you back another time.
That's for sure. That's funny as heck.
I got my back scratcher here. You never know.
Yeah.
The fella needs his back.
I got one just like that. I have one almost just like that hanging up. Usually can't find it when I need it.
Yeah, when you get old, you can't reach your back.
Yeah. This is another reason we need Trump. This tune right here.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, he took care of the border pretty well. He did a good job there.
Yeah, Trump did a good job on everything.
Everything.
Because you know what? And I don't mean this as any disrespect to Trump, but he was trying to do he was the first one to do the right thing.
Yeah.
When he got there, it wasn't a matter of being tricky. I mean, we secure our border.
Right.
You know, we help the people make money. I mean, just the basic things.
Yeah, that's what they said when they asked people. It says, "Well, he's a criminal. He's this." Well, what crimes did he commit? And then just look in his face. Well, conversation's over. I don't want to talk anymore. But they can't list the crimes that are provable.
That's why they're so brainwashed. That is getting back to what Dr. Robert Malone said a few months back. We've been under military-grade psychological warfare for the last 3 years.
Yes.
And where, I mean, nothing's true. And that's why we have to maintain our wits, maintain your connection with God. And so, yeah, I mean, it's just insanity. But the fact that people believe that.
A lot of them do.
You know, and they're the ones who are, they're terrified of the climate.
So many are susceptible to gaslighting. Yeah, and the climate, that's another hoax that they're trying to push.
But I love this cartoon here. You know, the only problem is he's going to need a bigger Drano bottle.
And a bigger plunger.
Yeah. He's going to need, some blasting caps. And
yeah, for sure. Yeah. But the reason I bring these old cartoons up is because some of them are still relevant.
Oh, I love
look
that spying there. That's hilarious. That's a hoot. That's perfect. See, you could redo these. You could just put them back. You could take a month off and just put out old cartoons. And
just change the dates. Just change the dates on them. And
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. What do we got? Do we have any more comments down here?
We got. There. I got my hard drive is doing some stuff. Hang on, right back.
We got George. When they say our democracy, they mean except you. Fantastic. Jay Santorello. Sorry, hopefully I pronounced that right. Fantastic cartoons. Most of my life political cartoonists were left-leaning. You are a breath of fresh air. Well, thank you for that, Jay. I appreciate it. When there was a few out there, but they were very far and few between. And where I lived when I was younger, it was a left-leaning newspaper, so most all the cartoons were liberal. And that is one of the reasons that propelled me into doing this, is because Obama was on the scene. I was getting angry with his transformation of America, Obamacare. I just had to vent. And I could draw. And I had a business where I was doing a lot of drawings for T-shirts and that. And I just started pumping out the cartoons in a lot of anger, but trying to be a little bit bring some levitivity to it. And on Facebook, and then people just started tuning in and sharing, and that's why I'm where I'm at today.
Well, and then you're so blessed to be able to just slide in. It's like what I did, I mean, it's like I was at that point in my life, and it just boom, you start doing it.
Yeah.
But we're blessed to be able to do
Absolutely.
this and get and be paid.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel very blessed. I always wondered what I should be doing. I was doing a lot of things. I was a musician for a while. I've done a few things. I was screen printing, and I have a few things that I did, but I fell into this and started doing this, and it's kind of where God wanted me to go. And I always ask for his guidance when I'm drawing these cartoons. I'm not saying that every one of them that he's gotten through to me, but I think some of them he has. So, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate the people watching too. This cartoon here is one of my favorites, but it's what we're witnessing now.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah, you have all these students going in and saying, "I'm going for a degree in chemistry. I'm going to study business. I'm going to be a doctor. I'm really into rocket science. I'll be studying law." And then they come out They come out of through here and dead cops now, free speech, blah blah blah. Whitey, kill Trump. So I mean, it's not funny, but I have to laugh at my own cartoons.
Well, you have to laugh at this stuff. You have to, man.
Right.
And it's so fascinating. When that was 2017.
Yeah.
They're just all they're doing is the same thing, just punching the gas harder.
Yep, for sure. And they were talking about AI. I always thought that I pulled this cartoon, back in 2017. I think we should keep a few humans around to do the jobs robots don't want to do.
That is just, the AI is getting scary. I read an article that they're actually getting ready to release a new John Lennon song that he did not write. He had nothing to do with.
Really?
Yeah. And it was like a few weeks ago, apparently, and I don't even know who this person is, other than I guess he's a rapper named Drake.
Oh, really?
He released a song, and then they had a big new Drake hit or something over a weekend. It was about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Turns out it was an AI. Drake had nothing to do with it. See,
Wow.
that's just...
Yeah, there should be some legal issues with that, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, can you imagine manipulating court footage?
Yeah. Then we mentioned Soros a little while ago, and basically the Pied Piper.
Hang on, just a second before we get this Soros. Sticking on that AI, that one guy with the World Economic Forum.
Yeah.
That used the little bald-headed dude.
Mm-hmm.
He did an interview where he's talking about the AI is going to correct the Bible.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah.
Dudes,
these are evil.
We're going to do it right. He says, because it's a superior intelligence. And it's a real superior, not a make-believe God who lives in a cloud type thing. And he's so insulting.
Yeah,
that
guy is scary. That guy's scary, and Hitler was responsible for 6 million Jews, but some of these guys are talking about killing millions of people off, getting rid of millions of people. In some of their literature and some of their talks, because to save the planet. So if Hitler would have said, well, I'm going to kill 10 million people to save the planet, that's the kind of crazy stuff these people are talking about. And
that guy talking about, AI will rewrite the Bible and correct its mistakes.
Yeah.
That'll be a great icebreaker on Judgment Day, won't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, I'm telling you, these guys are so arrogant. They believe they should be controlling every aspect of everyone's life who lives or dies. Aren't they the ones that said only 500 million people should be allowed to live on the planet?
Yeah, that one, that Jane Goodall or something who used to play with monkeys or whatever the hell she did. She was giving a speech at the World Economic Forum and on a panel and talking about how they need 500 million or something like that, and they're all just nodding their head.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder about all these anti-vaccine or these vaccines that they're coming out with. What's the real intent behind them? So.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad stuff going on with those. A lot of bad stuff. Then there's your Soros.
Yeah.
And that's a good... Well, you jumped it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But yeah, it's his son. We're going to have to take care of him. And that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
He needs to be...
Peacefully
taken care of.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not
peacefully by peacefully.
Peacefully by peacefully. Yeah, and they're This is an old cartoon, 2015. Trump was dealing with the same thing, and then you have the media on the side of.
Well, that's how old and that this swamp is. I mean, they started. I remember in the early '90s.
Yeah.
When they started NAFTA.
Yeah.
I had a business ready to go. We're going to have what's called a maquiladora out on the Arizona border, Arizona and Mexico border. We were so excited to have the open trade. It wasn't open. It was just so Mexico could get stuff here.
Yeah.
And we had a big business plan. You know, we had like heavy equipment, Caterpillar and dump trucks and all that sort of thing. Yeah, that wasn't what they had in mind.
No.
Yeah, you have to be on their special list.
There's another source.
Oh, there he is. You could also have a version of that with Obama.
Oh,
but
yeah. There's a line behind Soros here that goes way back. For sure.
And that's a great Soros.
Yeah. He's evil personified. Godless.
Well,
Godless.
you know, there's a video. Who's that one guy? There's a guy on Twitter, a black guy named Dom Lucre. I'm gonna mess his name up. Dom, D-O-M, then L-U-C-R-E. Dom, whatever. He's been doing these exposés, these threads, like on Hillary, and them down in Haiti, and they got footage of her and George Soros. I mean, and it's just stunning. But next week, I'll make sure I get the guy's right name, because he's an interesting guy to follow, and he's really going after the pedophiles. He's going after the Clintons. He went after Hillary. He's going after Bill now. He's doing some good work.
Yeah.
And another one that has been doing good work, and she scares the hell out of a lot of people and makes a lot of people nervous, including me. But Laura Loomer.
Yeah.
She's a fire breather, man.
Yeah.
I just hope I never get loomered. But they were really messing with James Comey. So good for her. I just want to say, keep it up. Keep it up.
Yeah, sure. I agree. Totally. Well, you had a video of, we haven't played the Tucker Carlson video yet.
Oh, that video where Tucker, this was not, I guess, not today's show, but Tuesday's show.
Yeah.
Where he points to the exact point where Trump became the enemy of the deep state.
Mm-hmm.
And it was during the campaign.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting clip. Why don't you go ahead and play that? Tucker Carlson.
7.5 years later, we can point to the precise moment that permanent Washington decided to send Donald Trump to prison. Here it is. It's from the Republican candidates debate in Greenville, South Carolina.
We should have never been in Iraq. We have destabilized the Middle East. They lied. They said there were weapons of mass destruction. There were none, and they knew there were none. There were no weapons of mass destruction.
All right.
We should never have been in Iraq, Trump said. We destabilized the Middle East. Now, by the time Trump said that, a lot of Republican primary voters were starting to reach the same conclusion. How could they not? But it was the next line that doomed Trump to today's arrest. They lied, he said. There were no weapons of mass destruction, and they knew there were none. Now, when he said that, a few in the crowd booed. Most just sat there in silence, stunned. Can he say that? Well, he said it anyway. And by saying that, he sealed his fate. That was the one thing you were not allowed to say, because it implicated too many people on both sides, which on this topic is really just one side. Hillary Clinton was guilty of it, but so was Paul Ryan. All of them were guilty. They all knew, they all lied. And to a person, they hated Donald Trump for exposing them.
You know, I have, excuse me, strangling over here. I'll be okay. I have a clip of Trump challenging Hillary. Hang on, let me show you this one. Man, I tell you what, I get my computer fixed. I can't do it right now. Daggone it. I'm gonna get my computer straightened out, and then we won't have these problems next week.
Well, we got a couple more comments over here on Rumble. That was
All
the
right.
Georgia Guidestones, number 500 million, evil 500. Yeah, that was on the Georgia Guidestones that they blew up. Isn't that something? Wonder who blew those up and why. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have Kathleen. No longer kids have the COVID vax to be in school.
Thank heavens for exemptions.
Yeah. Thank heavens for exemptions. And did we get Jack here? Jack's back. Jack's back. Again, with the AI law, regulations are struggling to catch up with existing technology. Well, I don't have any more tunes. I don't have any more things to show. Let me check my folder here to see if I have anything. Oh, I have a couple of memes I could show real quick. I know what I want. I know what I wanted to do. I can't. This cartoonist did a cartoon of me.
The cartoonist did a cartoon of you.
Yeah. Now this is about the second or third time, and neither one of them are very flattering, but I got a kick out of it. So I'm gonna share it.
Okay, let's see it.
Yeah, we'll see it. Share the screen. Share the screen. There's a couple of buttons I have to push here. So anyway, here we go.
Oh my goodness. That's you.
That's what he's A.F. Branco legally brain dead. 100% baloney brain.
Oh, so this is a liberal.
Yeah, it's a liberal cartoonist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name? Gil?
I don't know. Gil. That's all he goes by. So
there's something fishy about that name.
Biden bad. A.F. Branco. Yeah. I just don't. I'm really. I'm really flattered. I didn't think I looked that good.
Well, yeah, it looks like I don't know. It looks kind of like Manson.
But anyway, well, thanks for being here, Joe Dan, and going over this stuff with me and talking about it. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, remember I tell you I have such bad luck with women, and last week I told you the story when the chick said when she was talking, and I suggested more kitchen and less bitching. Okay, so. That didn't fly. So, but it's a pattern I have, and it's like this other girl for Christmas. I bought her some scope.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
My wife's mad at you. My wife's mad at you. For turning me on to that more kitchen, less bitching thing. She's really upset about that. She's going to talk to you later.
I'm not home right now. Leave a message.
Yeah. I just heard today that, a few years ago, Jeffrey Epstein tried to high five Hillary. She left him hanging.
Oh. That's not as bad as most of mine, but
let's see. Wait a minute. That was it. I think I had one more, but it's not showing up.
And
here.
Rose made it. See?
Oh, there she is.
We've been waiting on you.
Yeah.
Now we gotta go. See ya.
See you. Bye. Hey, Tony and Dad, just joining y'all. I have to do a replay because I don't want to miss your wisdom and awesome cartoons. Well, thank you.
Bless her heart.
She must be talking about you. So
of course, well, that goes without saying. I have my croquet scholarship from Oxford that I really don't like to brag on. Yeah, and I have a polo scholarship from Yale.
Yeah. Well, shoot. You got any final words?
Y'all say a prayer for my computer. I gotta get this damn thing done. So, yeah. I've had so many technical problems. You've heard me.
Yeah.
Yes. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to get a new computer, but I gotta get this one done. So say your prayer for this episode of Intellectual Frog Legs. It's gonna be out. It should be out right now. So maybe it'll be out later tonight or tomorrow, but it's coming. It's coming. And it's called Macedonia.
We got a couple of comments over here on Rumble. Keep your day job, guys. Those jokes are lame.
We have succeeded.
We have
succeeded.
We're the king of lame jokes.
Mission accomplished. Thank you very much.
OMG, Joe Dan, I need one to. Whoops, I can't. Okay. OMG, Joe Dan, I need one too. When you get one, let me know what you get. I think about your joke. I don't know.
Hang on, I'm looking for my other glasses. Well, I'm not sure what we're talking about.
Negative cartoon about you. You must be over the target. Oh no, I quoted that, Joe Dan. That's flipping hilarious. All right. Well, folks. Oh no, there's Elvis. He is in the building.
Hey, baby.
Thank you very much.
See, when you get some sunglasses with built-in sideburns, man,
those are cool.
You're expert level cool. Or is that expert level stupid?
Yeah,
I get those mixed up, but
that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, anyway.
All right. Well, I guess we're saying goodbye. We're just going to sit here and go.
I hate to say goodbye to all the folks. I really appreciate everything. Appreciate you sharing the cartoons, sharing Joe Dan's videos. He'll have one out any second, any minute now.
Yeah,
and it's going to be great. All of his are great. So,
well,
say goodbye, Joe Dan.
All right, man. See you guys later. Thank y'all so much, and hope to see you back here for the next exciting installment of Cartoons Etc.
Yeah.